Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hi, I'm EBINOTTI. If you are new, hello and welcome. Today is the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. We are going to do a reading today. I'm very excited about it. We did a sun gazing ritual this morning for sunrise. It was a beautiful sunrise. We just had a coffee and a smoke and a little chat while we waited for the sun to crest the mountains. They scheduled sunrise at 6 a.m. and sunrise didn't start up here until, what time did it crest? Probably like 6:45, because the mountains take up so much of the fucking horizon, for real. And it was amazing. it's like a sunrise any other day, but it really does feel like the dawn of a new day out here, and that's nice. It's nice to have a little more than hope. We've got a little more than hope right now. We've got inspiration, we've got energy. Things might actually change out here, who fucking knows. So we're live, and with the lives, if you can't make it for the live, if you miss it, if you can't stay for the whole live, sometimes we go for like an hour and a bit. That's totally fine. We upload these videos to YouTube afterwards, the official channel on YouTube. You can also follow EBINOTTI on Facebook. I highly recommend that. We share a whole bunch of content out there that, that's relevant, that we talk cinema. I share other YouTube channels, readers, astrologers. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm not an astrologer. I have a strong interest in astrology. But I'm not an astrologer, so I follow a lot of astrologers, and I get their vibes, and I like to share it with you guys. And I just wanted to put you onto that game because I share a lot of a really amazing content from really powerful people that I follow, so I highly recommend you check out the Facebook. Other than that, I don't really have any much more to say for the intro. I hope the wind isn't too loud. I'm gonna get like a little cone kind of thing that I can put around the phone so that the sound isn't affected, but I hope the sound is okay for you guys. If you do show up for the live and you have any questions at all, drop them down in the chat, and I'll try to do my best to keep an eye on the chat. Sometimes I'm just talking downloaded messages or reading the cards or whatnot, and I don't necessarily look at the chat right away, so don't get discouraged if I don't see your message. I will eventually. If for any reason I miss it completely, then when I put up the YouTube video, I'll try to address it then. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is just get us set up. I'm going to get our smudges going. I forgot one of the smudges that I wanted to use today, but that's not really a big deal because for whatever reason it wasn't meant to be if it didn't make it out here with us, so that's cool. As per usual, I'll take you guys through the smudges that we are using today. If you've been here before, they will be familiar to you. Nothing new today. Nothing new at all. We are out under the big old tree in my backyard. So welcome to my ancestral home and this beautiful tree. Which if you're watching this video on the playback, that will probably be the cover photo for the video, is a picture of the big beautiful tree with like the sun behind it or something. If I can get that, that's what it's going to be. I'm going to see if I can light this candle so we can light our smudges from it. If not, then I'll just light the smudges. But we have our Divine Feminine communal candle, so welcome, my Divine Feminine collective. Thank you so much for being here, for allowing me to be your guide today or in life, for being a peer, for being an inspiration to me as well, as all divine feminines with real power are. I see you, I respect you, and I love you. So thank you so much for tuning in and just for being your wonderful self, because I think we need a lot of divine feminine power out here right now. So we're going to talk power with the Lionsgate portal. That's what this is all about. First, we're going to get started, as I said, with our smudges. And just to cleanse the area, to protect our space. We're outside today, as I like it. So I'm going to be lighting a couple of incense sticks. These are really great for outside because you can stick them in the ground. They're relatively safe, but I would recommend keeping an eye on them. I am using incense holders to burn them, just so that if any of the lit cherry part falls off, that it hopefully lands on there. I am sitting here keeping an eye on them, but We're going to use the Dragon's Blood Nagchampa that we've been using for a little while. You can pick up most incense that I show on the channel. You can pick up at a local either spiritual shop or like a natural pharmacy or something like that. So that typically works. We're going to light one on the right for Divine Feminine and one on the left for Divine Masculine. Sometimes I like to switch them up just so that we can balance out. Our Divine Feminine and Masculine parts are balancing in a big way right now, so I like to support that energy. With the last reading, if you saw it, I was talking about how Canadian women know toxic masculine energy so well because, and no trigger warning, and it's because we are toxic masculine energy. That's the truth, baby. Because so much of us, so many of us perpetuate it. We just do that. We become the toxic masculine energy in our life, and it's, what can you do? It's what we do. So having a good laugh last time with that. As soon as I get all the smudges and everything lit for us, hello and welcome. As soon as I get all these smudges and stuff lit for us, I'm going to go over the downloads that I received for this energy portal with the Lionsgate portal. I'm really excited actually about some of these downloads specifically because it's some of my favorite subjects. Like I love to do tarot readings and stuff for love and money because I feel like you get down to the thick of it, like the root of people's problems very quickly, and what they need to either work on, the shadow work, the inner child work, or the healing that needs to be done, all of that. I feel like that all happens very, very quickly when and it's gone just like that. My mind is going very, very quick right now because I'm excited to get into these downloads for you guys. So I'm just going to start with that and get my notebook open. It's our sun gazing ritual. If you guys missed the sun gazing ritual this morning, I highly recommend that you check it out. I posted it up on the page. There we go. 8/8 portal downloads. We usually start off, if you guys are used to these, we usually start off with a song. We're not going to do that today, but I did want to bring some sound frequency into this. So what we are going to start off with is one of my absolute favorite. I think I can light the candle now because it's not as windy. Haha. And then I can light my other smudges. One of my absolute favorite pieces that doesn't make it on the channel very often, if you're familiar with the long form tarot readings that we do for the collective on the EBINOTTI official channel on YouTube, as much as I bring the singing bowls and things like that into it, I don't bring this bell in very often. It's funny because it's one of my favorites, and I don't have a good reason for you as to why. I just never have. So instead of a song today, because there was nothing that was really resonating, I tried to kind of think of a song for us, but as soon as we get to that point, it's like, okay, let's just see what comes up instead. And this came up. So we're finally going to get to hear this frequency on the channel, and we'll use that to clear our space in just a hot second. Our candle is going very well here. So I'm going to light an incense cone. This is one of my backflow incense cones, and I'm going to put it in the cauldron for us. Mostly for the cauldron today, we're going to be using Palo Santo. I'm going to show you that in just a second. So we use different smudges for different things. You can create your own ceremony and your own ritual with these smudges. You can look them up and see what other cultures or people have used specific scents or incense or things like that for. Palo Santo for me is something that immediately clears the space. So the second it's lit, it, neutralizes the energy. Boom, just like that. Incense is something where it feels like a meditation. It's not quite such a jolting of a clearing. It's more of a smooth, progressive. You breathe it in. It's like tea. It's a lot like tea in that sense for me, where it clears, it calms, it heals, it soothes, and it does its whole thing. So that's how I'm using the smudges for us today. The last thing for clearing the space will be this. So let's give this a go. If you have headphones on, prepare, because this might ding kind of loud for you. I'm not sure. Very pretty. Okay, and we're going to put her right in the grass. So next, before I show you guys the cards that we're using today, I'm just going to show you, this is the piece of Palo Santo I'll be using for us today. It literally is like, you know, wood, and that's it. And this is for, like I said, clearing the space, neutralizing the energy. I'm going to be lighting it kind of on and off as we go throughout the reading. I'm also going to use it to clear the cards. As per usual, I probably brought too many cards and we won't quite see all of them. So I'm going to take you guys through the decks that I brought for this energy reading, and we'll go from there. We'll see which ones we pull, which ones we use. I've got my headband just in case my hair starts driving me crazy like it did last time. I've got like a little clip in it too, so hopefully it'll stay relatively out of my mouth, at the very least, out of my mouth. Okay, so as soon as I take you guys through the cards, we'll have our smoke and we will get started with this reading. I'm going to try and make this one pretty clean, quick and dirty and efficient. Clean and easy and efficient. Start off with a sip of water. Cheers to you. There are little ants and like little spiders kicking under this tree, so I like to look down and have a little look-see around to make sure there's none crawling on me, and then continue about my business. So here we go. 4 oracle cards today. Let's start with the big boys because I already know this is what it's all about. We're starting with the Anubis Oracle, or the dragons. I don't know, we might do this in the exact opposite order I show it to you, but the Anubis Oracle with the 8-8 portal, obviously the heart space, weighing it out, the gateway, the Stargate portal is going to be very, very important. So da-ba-da-da. No surprise there if you've been on the channel for a while. We're also, pardon me, going to go into the Goddess Oracle, another very common deck that we've been seeing here on the channel. In the last little while, the Big Mama energy all throughout the cosmos is very hard to deny. The Divine Feminine, for however long she slumbered and was okay with the nonsense going on out here, that shit's over now. So we're going to see what the goddesses have to say about it and see where we're at with this portal energy, get the advice, the guidance, the downloads that we need from that. I've also got the dragons out here. This was called because of the fire portal that we're going through with Leo season. I'm really feeling the need to address the ego and see where we're at with our healing and the work. So that's what that's going to be for. Fun times. The last oracle deck is the little star seed. I love these little guys. They're great for just a quick little bang bang kind of message. So that's going to be that. And then for tarot, I brought out the common, the crow tarot. It's feeling, I love being outside in the wind, under the tree, so I like the things that fly, that the predators of the sky. My boyfriend calls them the rats of the sky because he does not like crows. I thought being Haisla, like native, like indigenous, that he'd be like all about the crows. No. He likes like the eagles, the hawks, the falcons, the ravens even, but crows, he's like, no, to him it's basically a dark colored pigeon. So take that for what it is. And then, because I thought it would be fun as well, I brought out the just a typical Rider-Waite deck. So this is a traditional tarot deck if you're unfamiliar with Rider-Waite. But this one's got a bit of a twist because it's holographic. So you get some sort of prismatic colors. And since the sun is shining like literally on us, it'll be kind of fun to see if anything comes up for that. Okay. That's where we're at with the cards. I still have to pull those all out of the thingamithings, but first, before I do that, I want to go through the downloads with you guys. So we're going to do our ritual smoke. While we do that, smudges are going. Everything looks really good. The hair is just getting there. We're at about a 4 with the hair right now. I'm just kidding. I love you guys so much. I actually love it here. In this house, if you don't know, if you've never heard me say before, this house has been in my family for 4 generations. I feel like I never really appreciate it until now. And the land just feels so safe and so spiritual. You know, it's a really great piece of land and I really enjoy being here. My mom's got her laundry out on the hanger. Like I said before, I'll try to get some shots of the tree in the backyard looking all beautiful on this gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day. There's like, at least from where I'm sitting, there's not a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely beautiful today. for the Lionsgate portal. So let's talk about it. The Lionsgate portal, what is it? Why is it important? Why the fuck is everyone talking to me about this fucking portal? Let's talk about it. So first, the first thing you need to know is it's the 8th month and the 8th day. So 8-8. That's why they call it the 8-8 portal. The number 8 in numerology is significant and everyone likes it because it's about wealth. The good stuff, the green stuff. And what an appropriate color because we are out here in the green stuff right now. With Venus doing what it's doing in the sky, and again, check out the alignment of the planets through astrology and astrologers if you're interested, but I'll give you the lowdown. I'll drop the hint for you. With Venus doing what it's doing, luxury, wealth, and that kind of power is coming from a place of enjoyment, of pleasure. So what is Venus and what is the energy of real wealth sort of available to us right now? My mom's a Taurus, an earth sign, especially, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So she very much so embodies this energy naturally where it's not just food, it's a meal. There's atmosphere, there's flavors pairing together. It's real enjoyment. It's all the scent. My mouth started watering as soon as I'm gonna light the cigarette. Cheers to you if you're smoking with me. It's a combination of things that makes an average experience of eating, because we're the ones who made that average. It makes it what it was supposed to be, which is a beautiful, luxurious experience again. Okay, so that's what this kind of, if you're trying to manifest right now, if you're trying to amplify or speed up your efficiency, your learning ability, so acquiring skills and things like that, the best way to do that is to move from the heart space. And that means through pleasure, through joy, honest and authentic and balanced, where it's not hurting anybody, including yourself. So a lot of people are fasting with the portal. A lot of people are setting new healthy routines. They're doing retreats or rituals or, vacation style trips with friends or by themselves, and really getting into that energy of the simple pleasures, the simple things in life. So this is very much so a grounded kind of portal, even though with the fire energy, and even like right now I'm feeling so much of the air energy, the age of Aquarius, here we are, there's so much air energy and the movement is very quick. Fire and air, especially together, it's like that's fast moving energy. So if you've never heard me say it, time can be doing some really funny things to you. Go with the flow. Get lots and lots of rest. Take those naps. I'm not even a napper and I've napped like 6 times in the last couple months. So take those naps, do what you got to do to get into that state of bliss, of enjoyment of life, the simple luxuries in life, no matter how much they cost or, that's all you, that's all your preference, your choice, whatever. But just make sure that in every decision and in every moment that you can hold that frequency of satisfaction or bliss or, the simple neutral pleasure of life. It will amplify everything that you're asking for, everything that you're looking for. So the first download that I got about this when I was sitting with this energy for us last night was reasonable and reasoning. So where the heart space is a feminine energy, it's very fluid, it's very emotional, it goes with the flow, but it also goes crazy. Sometimes it doesn't know what it wants. It can be very chaotic. The mind is like the reasoning part of it. And it would seem like typically if the message is reasonability and reasoning with things, then it's like you want to be moving linear, but that's not the message I received. It was like the balance between the two. You don't want to make any kind of decisions from the heart space without reasoning it out a little bit, because it is chaos out here and there is a lot of power available, and that can be, you can end up in some places that you weren't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? You can go fast, all right, but you can go fast in the wrong direction, and nobody really wants to do that. No. Do you? No. The next thing I got was the ears and the sinuses. So you're probably feeling a lot of, my arm's not long enough to do that. Okay, you're probably feeling a lot, or you could be feeling a lot of stuff going on with the ears, ringing in the ears, bubbling, popping. Yes, it's sinus season and whatnot, and it could just be your sinuses are doing a clearing out. But from the spiritual aspect, this is a common area of the body right now to be feeling any kind of attack or any kind of, clearing. So you can allow that, you can expect that. Get the teas, burn the smudges, take the salt baths, all the stuff that you need to do for that. But my ears, especially my right ear, has been going just absolutely crazy, so I wrote that down for us as well. The next message that I got for download was don't give up, and that's been coming through for a while, but there was a second part to it. It was like, don't give up, recognize your power. So I look around at life and it's like so many people are drowning in financial issues, drowning in, chasing the emotion or some desire that's not even authentic or whatever. It's like people are drowning out here. So don't give up is a pretty, cliche kind of common message. I wanted a little bit more off of it, and it was about recognizing your power. It's like you'd be a lot more excited to get up in the morning if you knew that your dreams were coming true that day. So I'm not saying like, oh, think and grow rich, like we've all read the books. That's cool. We get it, the 3D and manifesting and all that and how it works. But on a very simple level and kind of a chunky little quote that you can keep with you is don't give up, because you need to recognize your power, because you have real power being activated right now. And no matter how many times you've given up or you've gone a different course or a different direction or anything like that, it's like now it's time to really give yourself a go, like to put everything. Oh Jesus, I'm getting the heaves. I've got goosebumps like crazy if you could see me, because there's one of those giant mosquito eater things just crawling all over the altar right now. Okay, he's going. Oh, I got the goosey bumps. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm gonna try and light this candle and see if these guys will piss off. There was like a little baby spider making webs. Let's get some Palo Santo lit. I told you guys I'd light this one, so we're gonna light that one. My candle's still going, so I'll use it. Okay, what else? Don't give up. This is a big power up, this portal, so you can access a whole bunch of new gifts, but you do have to prove your worthiness of them. So a lot of the challenges, shadow work, a lot of the lessons and karmic lessons and things that come up in our lives, especially the ones that come up consistently, are because you're on the other side of learning that lesson and proving to yourself and the universe that you've learned that lesson. On the other side of that is access and activation to power. So skills, knowledge, understanding, paths, resources, and people, right? Like, another thing, and this is just coming in right now, so I'll go with it. Another thing, me and my mom were having a conversation about, when you ask for money, like when you manifest, how important it is to remember what you asked for that money for, because then you're expected to put that money there. Do you know what I'm saying? So manifest to your heart's fucking content right now, but just keep in mind what the manifestation is for. Like, write it down if you have to, so that you are consistently picking up these things. Another thing that's important is clearing out spaces. Like, if you have, corners of your house, the attic, the garage, the closets filled with things that are supposed to be donated, are supposed to be junked, are supposed to be fixed, are supposed to be, going places, then it's important while you have the energy, especially while the sun is shining like it is in the summertime, to go through and cleanse those spaces, especially if you're a manifester. Okay? If you're manifesting right now and you're not clearing out your spaces, you're either slowing down, delaying, or straight up just sabotaging all of these things. So keep that in mind. So our Palo Santo, it's gonna burn away for a little while here, so I'm just gonna let that go for it. Okay, heart space, still remain in your lane. That was another message that came through from the last couple of readings as well, is remaining in your lane. This is cosmically though, so you can step on toes, cross lines, and out here where it needs to be done. If you're in your spirit warrior kind of energy right now in your society or in your community or whatever, do what you need to do, because conflict is inevitable right now with, Leo, the Lionsgate portal. It's a lot of ego, a lot of shadow work being done. So, do that. But spiritually, staying in your lane means it's really important to know that justice and judgment are not your job. They're the job of the creator, God, the universe, the cosmos. Right now, Big Mama, because divine feminine energy out here, Big Mama in the cosmos, that's her. Trust me, that's her job right now. That's hers. So when it comes down to it, if you can let go of your responsibility to hold judgment and justice for others and just focus on your own stuff that you need to get right with, not only does that stuff get sorted out, it's like the opportunity for healing is available, the opportunity for evolution is available. It's like real progress, so that we don't continue as a society to have the same problems over and over and over again. It's like, now that we're all seeing it for what it is, we can finally fucking change it to something else, because it's not like certain groups of people get certain aspects of the big picture of what's going on out here. It's like everybody gets it. Details are going to be just the cherry on top of it all that crumbles. This whole card tower is coming down. That's just the truth of it. So remaining in your lane is knowing that the consequences of people's spiritual abuses of power and mistakes, it is not your place to be the judge, jury, executioner. It's just not. It's a spiritual thing. So allow that. Stay in your lane. Deal with your own shit. You know what I mean? You don't want to be held accountable for laying judgment on someone when your time comes. So just leave that alone right now is my advice, okay? The last download that I got, I think, let me double check. Yeah. The last download I got for us is about tree friends. Tree friends, hey? Tree friends, okay? So there's a lot of really cool stuff online. Trees walking, trees talking, trees touching people and stuff when you ask them to. Very cool. Love it. Loving it. But what I found to be really powerful is the grounding ceremony of connecting to trees. So whether you sit with a tree, you touch a tree, you sit under a tree, it's a great place to get grounded right now. It's a great place to heal. Trees have a way of not just cleaning and providing air, oxygen, what we breathe, but they also have a way of transmuting energy for us. So when you are feeling really sad or really upset or lost or, like giving up on the world because you're just so angry at the lack of justice out here, trust me, I get it. Trees can be a really, really balancing, easy way to get grounded. So it's quick, it's efficient. Trees appreciate the company as much as we can appreciate them. They appreciate us too, so it's worth it. I highly recommend tapping into that energy because it's so healing, it's so powerful. Like I just love trees so much. I like the big canopy trees. I'm a Pisces, so I have this really great astrology book. I think it's called The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need or something like that. It's a big purple book. I'll try to remember and post pictures of it so you guys can see, but it talks about like all of our plants, our countries, our elements, our stones, our all the things, right? And one of my favorite trees has always been my favorite tree is the willow tree. And in that book, astrologically, it says that with Pisces, it's the willow tree and the fig tree, which I think is so cool because I love figs too. So, getting into nature, tapping in, getting grounded, these are very powerful ways to manifest right now and to heal right now and to speed up your timeline. If you're trying to get somewhere from where you are, no matter how you receive that, then that's my advice, okay? The last thing I want to talk about is the show, The Dark Crystal. I have been loving this show lately. It's such a great representation of bravery and reality, I think, as much as it's a fantasy show. I cannot believe and I'm talking about the show, not the old Disney movie. They remade the movie into a show called The Dark Crystal, The Age of Resistance. I'm pretty sure there'll be a second season coming out as well, but don't quote me on that because it came out in 2019 and we still haven't got season 2. And I know the whole pandemic happened, but I'm like, yo, you guys better finish this story because it was so fucking good. I remember that movie used to scare the hell out of me as a kid, and now full circle, like everything else, it was like there's a reason for that, because watching it now, I'm like, wow, I was always meant to be right here, right now, watching this show. So I highly recommend during the portal, if you're feeling the need to, or if you need some inspiration on bravery and you want to feel strong and you want to not feel alone in kind of this whole shebang-a-dang that's going on out here, I highly recommend tapping into the Dark Crystal, okay? Another good one is Dr. Sleep, which is the second book or movie to Stephen King's The Shining. I love the movie. Ewan McGregor, so good. He did so good in that. It was such a good movie. The same concept, the empty devils, same concept, okay? And then the last one that has been coming up in the last couple weeks since I've seen you guys was Sailor Moon. And this again is the show, but there's a movie as well. So the movie finishes off the series, because the series just kind of ends randomly. The reason I tapped back into Sailor Moon was because I had watched it and hugely influenced by it as a child. So for me, doing my inner child, work and my shadow work, I wanted to tap back into some things, but it wasn't just inner child work. It ended up being shadow work as well, because even though it's a fantasy show and even though it's made for children, very much so based in reality. I was having a conversation with another divine feminine who is very much so in this energy work, and that's how we met. And I told her, you should go check out Sailor Moon, because I'm pretty sure that is sort of a loose history of the galactic wars that went on in our fucking galaxy. Like, in Sailor Moon, you would, just hear me out, go check it out, okay? So that's it. That's all the downloads. That's what we got. I'm feeling so good. Thank you so much for being here. It's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful, beautiful day. Mommy's home. She's not working today. She's home, cooking and doing all the things she's doing, Okay, I'm going to get into, let's pull the cards out first, and then we'll have our toque. We're definitely going to pull the Crow Tarot. Yes. I want Anubis next. If you guys are ever curious in the decks and you missed me saying which is which, when I upload these to YouTube, I always list the decks that were in the reading down in the description box. So you can check them out there if you feel so inclined. Goddesses next. Hear what the goddesses have to say. Okay, and one more. Actually, maybe I'll leave that book out. I like to read from the Goddess Oracle and sometimes the Anubis Oracle as well, depending on what we're called to do. Okay, actually, let's leave the dragons in there for now and start with the goddesses. I don't want to take too long today because I want this to be able to go up on the chat. After like an hour and 11 minutes or 13 minutes, it like cuts off and doesn't let me download it. So we're definitely going to keep it under that time today. I'm going to do some shuffling just to loosen up the energy in the cards. Cut that deck. Do the same with the goddesses. There better not be something crawling on my back. I think it's just my hair, but So again, I am EBINOTTI, Divine Feminine Alignment Coach. If you are new to me, to my energy, to the page, the channel, wherever you're watching this, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being brave and taking a chance on yourself. We've seen her a few times lately, haven't we? I've got a whole bunch of new content coming out for you guys. I started a private group for Divine Feminines. The tribe, my tribe, the collective. I'm calling you all beautiful, beautiful Divine Feminines on Facebook. Private group. Going to be launching some courses, some free master classes. We've got a free 2-hour crash course masterclass coming up on Thursday. That's this Thursday, August 11th. Where I'm going to teach you guys how to read the tarot. So if you're interested in that, hit me up in the DM and I will make sure that you get the link. You can also look up the group, the private group on Facebook, and request to join it if you are Divine Feminine and you're interested in programs, courses, and things like that from me. So that's DF, Divine Feminine, EBINOTTI's Tribe, the Collective it's called. So you can find it like that. I will try to remember link it in the description box on YouTube if you're curious, okay? So make sure you head over there. Oh, the hairs. The hair. Okay, let's have our smoke. Cheers to you. To my beautiful people. It's time for breathing exercises. You can call in your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, prime source, divine masculine energy, that any of the ascended masters that you're currently working with, of the highest vibrational light and protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I kind of want a little bit more. Let's have just a little, a touch, a smidgen, a smidge more than that. So, the reason we're going to do Anubis is because you get to pass through the 8-8 portal and come out the other side, which is sort of like, sounds a little crazy, right? But what that really means is, on the other side of this energy, you can have new power, new opportunities, new resources, new gifts. Like, that really is a real thing. So Anubis, as an energy, will create for you an opportunity, right? If you lighten up the heart space, if you move from the heart, if you trust yourself, you balance your energy, if you put in the work, if you will it, you have to be willing to pass through this portal, which means, think about when you get a new job, you take on a new responsibility. So you sign a contract, so you will the new job, the new position, the new money, the new power, whatever, and then you get it and you sign. And then on the other side of it, you have new responsibilities to not abuse that power, to use that power in a structured way. It's like our society is set up to symbolize the same way that we work spiritually with these cosmic or galactic energies. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let's toke it out. So thank you for joining me. I have to clean the little pipe. I hope you didn't just see my panties. It would be really funny though, because we're live and there'd be like 0 things that I could do about that. Maybe we'll go check out like the other little tree next time. You'll kind of get a shot of my neighbor's yard, but it would be really cute. Okay. Whew. Let's get into it with Anubis. Personal readings are still currently available. The prices are half off right now, and they will be going up back to regular price soon enough. I kept everything since the beginning of the pandemic. I kept all the online readings and things like that down at half price, which is basically the same price as it would be if in real life, like when I used to read one-on-one in person. Now I just book the online sessions, so I read personally for, friends and family and things in real life, but other than that, it's online now. So whether we do a live chat or you get a pre-recorded reading that you can watch over and over again, if you're interested in one-on-ones, I highly recommend you book those now, because like I said, the prices will be going up and very soon, okay? They're half off right now. So for a full hour reading, it's $77. That'll be going back up to $144 very soon, okay? I do all kinds of discounts and things like that too, so you can always keep an eye out to catch a reading for less. And like with the 8-8 portal, if I had my full price readings right now, I'd probably make an hour-long reading $88 because it's the 8-8 portal, right? So I'm really big on the energy exchange and it being something that feels right from both ends. So So if you're interested in booking a reading, the email address that I book everything. So you're emailing me directly, not some company or some customer service. It's me. Hi, I'm EBINOTTI. You can call me EBINOTTI, Ebony, whatever you want to call me. But the email address is on the Instagram page. If you're watching this on Instagram, just check out the profile and it's there. On YouTube, I list it in the description box. Okay, just email me. We'll start a conversation before any kind of energy or money exchange is made. We'll start a conversation. We'll make sure that we can work together. Okay, that's too many, but we did get one flying out and doing its own thing. And look who's on the bottom. Hi, Toth. Toth is really cool. I think this is Mercury energy, but don't quote me on that. But Toth is really cool because, again, the feeling right now of the intellect of Mercury helping us in the way that it is to really understand the power of our logical, reasonable mind, bringing this full circle, right? Very cool. The thing about that is we like to blame things outside of ourselves for the reason that things aren't working, but most of the time, the thing that's not working is here to here. So the connection, between mind and heart is lost. It's like if the gut is the compass, then the heart is, the rudder. It'll tell you which way to go. I don't know if that's a good example, but it'll tell you which way to go, and the mind is just the calculator. Ooh. We got card number 15 set. Let's talk about the shadow self, huh? So the shadow work, especially going through this portal, I highly recommend that you're very careful with the ego right now. Make sure you get that shadow work done. This is not a time to be messing around and not doing it and putting it off like something is more important. If you need to take the time off work because you need to rest, then take the time off work. If you're sick, stay home, rest, relax, because this is what will be happening. Like I was saying before, the sinuses, the ears, that whole lymphatic system is probably clearing out in a huge way for you. And that's shadow work. You better believe that comes from the spiritual. Oh my God. The adversarial ally, if you saw, that's what they say at the bottom of that card. That's a great way to say it, because it's up to you whether or not the mind is a powerful tool or a really cruel master. If you don't master the tool that is the mind, then somebody out there is using that tool to master you. So adversary or ally, that's going to be up to you, babe. It's going to be up to you. It's getting a little windy, so I want to get this done. I'm going to do for us a, let's see, what's it going to be? Ooh, a cold wind. Chilly. Let's feeling chilly. Lilith popping up on the bottom if you want to see her. Hey girl, hey. There's like 40 cards, so no. But okay, let's talk about this. I know for sure that being triggered right now is inevitable. Okay, so if you know that, it's important to avoid like the fucking Black Plague. Avoid the situations that will trigger you, and do your absolute best to know while you're going through these processes, this portal and this energy, it's like a full moon times 20, okay? A lot of people are in doubt and they're in a very youthful, page-like kind of energy. And that's how I would describe Rhiannon, the goddess, because it's so inexperienced that, it needs that guidance to navigate the fear. And when you have a lot of power and a lot of intellect, or a lot of, power, especially if you're real smart, it's so easy to think that you're right. But the lack of experience, especially if you're not respecting the people that are more experienced, the elders, can really put you in a sticky situation right now. So I highly recommend that you lean into the elders. You respect people who have more wisdom than you. Keep an open mind. as to what that could and would look like, but it's very important, you know, because self-doubt can be an extremely dangerous opposition. It's like if you're up against a very powerful person who's in that energy, they can be dangerous, you know, in all kinds of ways to you. So right now, like the world sometimes does, it feels a little dangerous out here. And as much as I recommend getting to know yourself and know your shadow side and stuff like that, it's like, you're gonna go stomping around in the dark right now, you're gonna find the dark. And that's how it always is out here. So don't do that. Okay? It's about healing, cleansing, becoming strong. Ooh, I'll take her. Just wanted one more. And Oshun, sensuality. That's that Venus energy. That's that big mama energy. Divine feminine wants to express herself. Tits out. You know, adorned in gold, lavishly cleansed by the cooling waters of the blah, blah, blah. You know, beautiful, powerful energy. Beside Thoth, we're going to put her. And who did we get? The Sphinx challenge again. So look at the energy, okay, that's coming up here. Look at what our collective is going through. Now, this is a warning. You don't have to be afraid, because the reason that we're being told doubt, challenge, and shadow is because we can support the people who are going through this that need it. How many of your family members and your friends and the people that you came up with through school are all the way on the other side, barely a toe in the light still? This is the kind of energy that we can support, because right now there's an opportunity for anybody to step back into the light. So if you have that kind of dark energy around you or within you, now is a great time to lean into the energy that is safe, that is wise because it is experienced, like that big mama energy. Wherever you have that in your life, wherever you can, you know, even if you have to cultivate it on your own, that's a great place to be right now. Do you see what I'm saying? Time-wise. And that's the message coming through for you. It's a great place to be right now, is under the wing, because challenge is inevitable and it ain't got nothing to do with you, but we all have shadow work to do. So you'll have your own personal piece of this pie that we're all about to fucking eat. You know what I mean? Like, so this is about doing your part. I was having a conversation yesterday about, you know, if you're capable, does that mean you're responsible? Like my mom with her job, she's in a union, you know, and I was like, well, if you're one of the people capable of understanding the contract thoroughly, right? Because you know what's on the other side, you know the type of people that write these contracts, they're for the people, right? Well, it's like, well, everything started as for the people, but whether or not it actually is for the people, I mean, it's a bit of a different story, right? It's like, well, we'll see, I guess, when it all comes out in the wash. So I told her, if you're one of those people that can understand all of that, does that make you responsible? And she said, well, I don't want to take all that on. Meanwhile, the conversation that led to that was about her taking it on. She'd already taken it on. So I was bringing it full circle to kind of bring to you guys, but that's how it was and that's how it went. It's like, right now, leadership is a big energy. You know, like, a lot of people are being called to their leadership right now, and to become the elder and the mentor and the guide. You know, the big mama energy is like for anybody who can carry a safe space for anybody else, they're being called to do exactly that. So we're gonna get a couple of, sorry, I felt something on my shoulder, it fucked me right up. We're gonna get a couple of tarot cards and then we're gonna wrap, okay? We might get one of these starseed oracles. Actually, we'll probably pull a dragon to close, but we're going to get a couple of tarot cards. 1, 2, 3, I'm thinking, but 5 can come out. I do a lot of different kind of readings. We'll see what pops. But I'm going for like a 1, 2, 3 kind of vibe with the tarot here. Again, if you're interested or you've been called to learn the tarot or you're curious, in a very safe space, I'll be doing a free tarot course next Thursday. You do have to be in Divine Feminine EBINOTTI's tribe called The Collective, the private group on Facebook, to catch that live. And then eventually I'll refine it and put it up for you guys as a free thing. I think I'm gonna run I think I'm going to run a course too in September with a friend. She's doing a website sponsored kind of tarot course, and I might be the teacher for that. So if so, I'll let you guys know. That will be paid, so a different thing. But if you want a little more in-depth or a different format, I'm teaching the tarot soon enough. Okay, let's do it. The 2-hour crash course masterclass on Thursday, August 11th, that I'm teaching for free in the private group on Facebook will be learn to read tarot in one day kind of course. So, at the end of it, you will be able to do a reading with the tarot. Bottom of the deck, we got the 7 of Pentacles. I like the earth energy. I like the peace and the spiritual satisfaction that I'm getting off the number 7. It's yeah, sure, patient. It's a patient energy, but like I said, the satisfaction of the now is so powerful that if waiting is your challenge right now, step aside, because people have real complaints out here right now. And there's one of them, 5 of Cups, first card out. So in a 1, 2, 3 sense, we'll see what kind of reading comes out in terms of spread. But so far, first card, in a 1, 2, 3 sense, it's like this is what we're leaving behind. There's a lot of things in the past to mourn. Like if you think about it, we say good morning. There are cultures that say grand rising, or like good rising of the sun, as opposed to the morning of something. So, this feels very much so like ancestral healing, like moving beyond the small thing that is our past into the much greater thing that is the purpose of our bloodline. What kind of power does your bloodline carry? That is your gift. That is your superpower. Everybody in your bloodline, to some extent, right? Because it travels, the gift. There's something there for you, and I think you've been tapping into it more and more. It could be a cultural thing, it could be specific to your mom and nothing to do with your culture, the way you were raised, your interest. It could be a family business, it could be like a hobby, a collector's item, literally anything, but it's bloodline. Okay, this is a gift from the bloodline. Your ancestors are activating a very powerful gift from your bloodline. So if you're not sure what it is, you can look at the people that you have blood with and be like, what is our gift? What do we all have in common? Even if we try to express it in different ways, what were we all trying to do? What was the goal? What is our power? Where does it come from? The origins and things like that. Like my boyfriend's doing the whole ancestry.com thing. So fascinating to watch. Oh my god. Like so interesting. I mean, I totally get why millions of people totally did that. It's fascinating. But yeah, just checking out the origins, the bloodline, whether again that's the origins of the cosmos, the plane of existence that we call planet Earth, or your own blood, the land that you are on, that you call yours. The Pope just came to Canada. Do I even need to say it? No, I don't. Y'all know I'm Canadian. I'm up here in BC. This is Heisla Nation. If you know, you know. And that's it. That's all there is to say about it, Every child matters is the beginning. It's the very, very beginning. There's so much to it. We'll talk like more Politico. Oh yeah. We'll talk more Politico as time comes out. These cards are sticky, man. I don't know. There we go. We got a Knight. Ooh, the Knight of Earth. Yeah. So when it comes to our wealth and our abundance, this is going to be our central energy. So our main message for the tarot today. And this is again, it's safe. It's grounded. It's responsible and capable. The Knights are so capable because they're the warriors. So the Earth Warrior would be like another way to name the Knight of Pentacles, the Earth Warrior. How fucking awesome does that sound? That's got like Earth Angel vibes all over it. This is your energy I'm reading. You understand? Yours. You. Hi. You. It's you that I'm talking to. So, ooh, okay. And the final card out, the Knight of Cups. Another warrior energy. coming out. That's a powerful one too, because we started with water with the 5 of Cups, and we're ending here with the Knight of Cups. I got these cute little jade elephants that are like one. I have 3 of them here, and there's 3 cards, so I'm literally gonna put one of each of them on the cards, and then I'll take a little shot of this and add it to the YouTube video so you guys can see all the cards and you looking all beautiful and all that. And on the bottom, Justice, Major Arcana number 11, Master number 11. So very much so. You hear the crow? The crow tarot. The Ascended Masters, in some way, are activating your warrior energy, and it's the feminine aspect. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups are both feminine energies and elements, so earth and water, that we're working with, and that's everything we're getting here. So on one side, with all of the oracle, we have the energy of challenge, conflict, shadow work, doubt. So are you going to do the shadow work, integrate your ego, your shadow, and all of that so that it is your ally, or are you going to find a whole bunch of triggers and a whole bunch of conflict out here right now? If you're looking for that balance, literally the scales of justice, if you're looking for that balance, the balance is in the divine feminine energy of progress, of, it's not the warrior energy like going to war, it's the preparation. Women are so intuitive, the feminine, divinely feminine energy, regardless of gender, because we all have both divine masculine and feminine energy within us. The feminine energy is so intuitive in what needs to be done. They're the best at preparing, planning. Yes, logic and reason you need to be logical, honey. 4 suitcases, we're only going for 2 days. Enough is enough. Okay, so that's the balance, but this is the kind of preparation for spiritual warfare, which we have been going through for a hot minute now. And also, you know, the nurturing, the family, I knew I felt something, and it's this little tiny, hold on, let me move it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, talking about Jesus Christ. Compassion. That's what that energy is about. Christ consciousness. What I'm trying to say is the grace and the compassion and the safe space that the divine feminine creates is what will allow you to prepare for whatever your trials and tribulations are going through this energy. If you want to activate power, if you finally want to receive the things that you've been trying to manifest for generations, for decades, for a minute, you know, like that's what's going to get you there. You have the warrior energy, it's activated, you're ready, and it's like, okay, but what's the next step? You know, you don't want to run really fast in the wrong direction. You know what you want, you know, that's the most important thing. You know what you want. You're very clear. You don't have to justify deserving it. That's fear-based. That's doubt. That's youthful-minded. Wisdom is about, think of Venus energy. It's about deserving luxury because it exists. It's about the creation of luxury, not the item. You know what I mean? And then, is water luxury to you? Clean water? Is that luxury? Because if not, you're doing it all backwards, right? Right? Okay. I'm starting to get hungry, so it's time to get out of here. I hope you guys like my little summer dress. I've had it for quite a minute, and I've never really worn it. I just haven't had the time to wear it, you know. But today was the day. So that's it. We're going to leave that reading pretty much right there. I'm going to chat at you guys a little bit just about the bottom of the deck and some final closing messages. We're almost exactly 1 hour in at 3:21. So it's about to hit the 1 hour mark, and that is perfect. That's what I was going for today. I'm looking forward to going inside and watching the rest of the Dark Crystal. I think I've watched it through 2 or 3 times now. I do research, I take notes, because I want to be a director. I love storytelling. I write books myself. If you guys didn't know, I've already written my first fiction novel, and it's going to be part of a series, so it's a 3-part series. Book 1 is already done, book 2 as well in the works, and we'll be out by winter of this year, as long as all goes to plan with that. I'm hoping to get my own home going on in the next few months as well, so that could push back the book launch to spring, but I think it'll be done when it's done, you know, and to me that would be about the winter time. So if you guys are interested, I will try to remember to link the book in the YouTube video. It's called Tie and I, spelled T-A-I, the and symbol, or you can type in the word and, I as in I, Tie and I. And it's by Ebony Thibault. That's my pen name as of right now, at least. Okay, so to finish this up, as I smoke, I want to talk to you guys about the Justice card. And because Queen of Swords is kind of peeking, I'll show you her. Queen of Swords, I looked down and it was kind of looking like that, and I'm like, I guess that's why we need to talk about it. Hey, of course a queen comes out. She's like, yo, we're talking to goddesses, and divine feminine will bring me out because I got shit to say, and she always does. Look at her. She's like, right this way. Please listen. You know what I mean? Like, pay attention, you fuck. And that's that vibe. So wielding your power right now and doing it in a way where you can fucking amplify and call in as much and any kind of power that you want right now. Believe that. Oh my god, that's so real. Give it a go. Test it. And if I'm wrong, come back, let me know, because I fucking doubt you'll be coming back to let me know. But you don't want to be abusing your power. So if you ask for power and you receive it, make sure it's used, you know, appreciated, and not abused. And it's really as clean and simple as that. The Queen of Swords, or air, is about truth, and it's an authentic kind of energy. So it's not the truth that you can logic out with your forked tongue language, mentality, manipulation. It's like kids are innocent, but they're real good at manipulation. You know, that's that air energy. It's like, I know exactly how to get what I want. But as an adult, it's like you can pretend that you don't know the intention behind your actions, but out here in the age of Aquarius, when it's not between you and man, it's between you and... It's going to be a very difficult energy to, like, you know, be in denial about. So just get real. Get really, really real about the things that you want and why you want them. There is nothing wrong with wanting power, more, luxury, things, people, places, you know. Nothing is above you. Nobody is beyond you. You are allowed to desire whatever you desire within spiritual reason, right? And it really can be. Everything just feels so simple under this, and I was going to say under this moon. So I know we got the full moon in Aquarius. That's why full moon is in Aquarius this week. So you guys will be seeing me again very, very soon with the full moon readings. We do the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, and the ethers, or the collective consciousness. I like to travel as a Pisces in many ways. Many, many ways. And on that note, let's have a toke. Let's light some Palo Santo too. Whew, I just got like a huge whoosh. That was fun. Let's light our little candle and see if that does it. Candle's gone out more times than it stayed lit, but we'll give her another go. Hopefully I'm not nip slipping on you guys here. So many funny things are crossing my mind. So we're almost done. We're going to wrap here in just a minute. We are lighting some Palo Santo to smudge and, like I said, very quickly neutralize the energy, protect the space, all the things. Palo Santo is the shit. If you don't know, white sage is something you should be careful with, especially around your altar, because it banishes spirits. And right now the ancestors want to be here, not banished. So I like to burn white sage outside. I like to clear rooms and spaces, but I don't burn white sage on my altar. Unless for any reason I keep mirrors on my altar, so I work with different kinds of magic, right? If you guys are interested, let me know. We'll talk about that sometime. But I do clear my altar sometimes. It gets clogged because we all work together, right? You guys get the sniffles sometimes, and we need to banish that energy. So, final ring a ding. I really went for it that time. I didn't warn you either. And I'm really sorry if you had earbuds in. I just fucking went for it. But damn, that was loud. I've never really whacked that thing to see how loud I could get it. Now I'm curious, right? Now she's curious. Why is that going out so quickly? It takes a little while to light Palo Santo because it's a piece of wood. And I'm lighting it with a tea light. So it's nice when you have the charcoal bricks and stuff in like the cauldron. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the cauldron. If you're new, look, this is what we burn, right? Earth, air, fire, water, ether, spirit. Let's talk about the sixth one. I'm just kidding. I'm just in such a funny mood. Let's get stoned, like really stoned. This time, let's get stoned. Just kidding. Obviously, I'm Canadian in Canada, where not only do we have some of the best bud in the world, and if I ever come to your country, I want to try your bud. But not only do we have some of the best bud in the world, but it's legal. Government sells this weed. You can grow your own weed, which I highly recommend. I can't wait to get a new home, decorate, grow my little garden. You know I'm gonna be growing my own weed, and we'll be watching my little plants grow. I'm doing mostly herbs and stuff. I like flowering plants, so not just flowers. I mean like herbs and weed and little cherry tomato plants. I'm gonna have raspberry bushes and things like that, but I'm not doing like the whole garden thing. I'm like, if the garden's there, where does the pool go? I'm a bit bougie for a garden at this point, but I do want to have all kinds of, I don't like plants either. Like, I mean, I love plants. Shit, my mom's a Taurus, like I said. But I'm a Pisces, and I'm too neglectful for that kind of commitment, you know? So I get like an aloe. I like the succulents because they last forever. And the aloe, I use it. It's a plant that gives, and I give back. The only kind of plant that I've gotten into, and I might take with me when I do get my own space, is a spider plant. If you guys have ever seen those, they're so beautiful, and I don't know what it is about them. It's because it's like hair, I think, and I just want to like touch them all the time. They're so beautiful. So a spider plant, that might be a plant that I have. Other than that, it's like herbs, tomatoes, you know, I want to make my oils and stuff like that, but you know, not too much. These kind of plants. Oh, there's a green aphid on that's not an aphid, it's a stink bug or something. Looks like a little, I forgot to get the other phone out so I can show you guys the setup, which is the last thing I'll do before I go. So cheers to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, we're pretty much, ew, there's another one on me. Gross. Oh, fuck me. Okay. That's about as earthy and zen as I can be about it. If you're crawling on my rib cage, I'm like, I didn't kill it. I just flicked it off. Okay. So thank you for joining me today. I want to give thanks to all of the clarity that we received today for these messages, and all the power and just the protection that it feels so strong. It just feels so strong to be guided and to have faith in something and for it to come through for you. So I hope you're feeling that security and that safety and that comfort right now to dream and to express and to enjoy, because it's the best feeling in the world when you just have the simplest moment of pleasure and you realize this is what life is about. So cheers to you and your pleasure. I'm gonna blow it on myself so the bugs can fuck off. Okay, and then I'm just going to smoke a cigarette as I pack up breath. Mwah. Or like I do on my beauty channel. Mwah. Boom. That's how I do that. Oh, God, I hope there's no more things crawling on me. I usually feel pretty protected out here, and I do. And there's nothing really scary. It was just like a little green bug. And what else can I tell you guys about it? No more cards, no more dragons or anything like that. With the full moon coming up in just a few days here, we will get plenty more readings and plenty more cards to be seen. I love the cards so much. I love the way the energy comes through with oracle and tarot cards. It's so brilliant. The tarot really is an amazing system. So again, if you're curious about that, I'll be doing a 2-hour crash course masterclass for free, keyword free, actual free. You can just come to the private group, get the masterclass live, and then leave the group if you're not interested in any of the other content. There'll be lots of free masterclasses coming out there. Well, not lots, but like enough. Promoting the programs and stuff that I'll be running starting hopefully this fall equinox, winter, depending how quickly we put together those first few beta programs. Very exciting time. It's a very exciting time. So I'll be doing coaching, alignment coaching master classes. I got books and all that fun stuff coming for you guys. So make sure you check out EBINOTTI other places if you're interested. Really? I have to pee now too. So it's time. The thing just fell over and like literally is playing dead right now. It's kind of cute. It's low-key kind of cute. It's got, oh, and look at the time. Guys, you're so beautiful. You don't even know the amount of synchronicity and blessings coming for you right now, the amount of activation energy, because I'm reading you know what I mean? I'm reading for my collective, but I'm reading you. And that's such a beautiful thing. You guys are so beautiful. Say hello to your beautiful selves. Okay, so here's our setup. I want to show you guys this bug playing dead real quick, and then I'll show you a little bit more of the setup. Look at him. He's like, he just fell right off the headband. He's like, no man, I'm not even here. I'm not even here. Okay, here's our little notes. That's the tree I might do as a background next time. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Say hello to the gorgeous sun. Oh, hello, there's our canopy. There's our beautiful tree. There's our beautiful canopy. Look at that, isn't that so nice? There's the wood pile. Classic. Okay, and we've got the cauldron, our spread, our candle, which is still burning. How lovely. Our one incense just went out. Our other incense just went out. We got bottom of the deck from Anubis and the goddesses, and the rest. There's the house. There's the laundry line. Isn't it so lovely? Oh, I just love it so much. Some beautiful flowering plants, canopy coming through. Oh, guys, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's too much. It's the most... I've never been so grateful of a space. I've never felt so at home and connected to my ancestors, to the land. You know, I grew up in Haisla Nation on this land, and I always respected the culture, and it influenced me, and it made me who I am today as much as my own mother did, you know, and our culture. And I always respected diversity and wanted to understand other people's way of life in the Haisla Nation. People's way of life in the Haisla Nation, the native indigenous to the Americas. That culture, you know, it's really beautiful, it's really balanced, and it's very simple, and to me it's very luxurious, it's very artistic, expressive, you know, and it's time to be, in a lot of ways, for us all to express and explore our cultures and our origins and bring together and share, you know, where it's not about, you know, outsiders anymore. It's about sharing, because we need to learn again. So much of that was lost, you know, and could be lost, but Like, I'm curious, you know, if you're teaching anything to do with your culture or anything, like, or you want to do that, I highly recommend it. Now's a great time to launch something, because people want to learn, they want to know, you know, they want to feel that they have knowledge. And a lot of people are looking for some kind of a spiritual foundation or philosophical one, or, you know, just something that makes sense to them, because maybe in their culture and their upbringing and their community, they don't have anything, you know, so they might not be native or Portuguese or this or that or whatever, but they feel at home with you or your energy or what you're teaching, you know. So I highly recommend everybody gets to teach it. And if you know things, teach them, you know. There are people that don't know them, and it's so much more fun for some of us, like, to learn that way as opposed to just reading another book. Like me, I like to write books, but I like to talk too, so I like to learn hands-on. So there's certain things I want to teach you guys, like hands-on, like the tarot, you know, like you could memorize it, like everybody, you could memorize the tarot. You don't need me to teach it to you, but I like teaching, and that's something I think is very simple and very easy to teach. That's how we're doing it. So I highly recommend you get to it, you know. If there's things that you've wanted to express and share and teach and learn, like, now's a great time. So again, I'm going to lose the end of this video, so I'm going to say bye and leave it right there. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I wish you all the blessings. Like, I really do. I hope you find your safe space and your kind of grounding in this energy so that you feel really good. And from there, I hope you activate your power and that you take it seriously, you know, so that you can wield it in a way that makes you feel good about how you wielded your power, you know, and not cross any of those personal moral codes, that code of honor. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I love you so much. Thank you.